Hey everyone, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be looking at Bitcoin because Bitcoin saw a break towards the downside from the double top pattern that I mentioned could be forming for the 4-hourly time frame yesterday, and we saw a break perfectly towards the downside. Now I did mention that I would enter most likely a short position if we broke this neckline over here, which also coincides with the mid-range level of this massive continuation channel that we've had since March 16th, and we're still in this continuation channel. We broke towards the upside, but we re-entered this channel once again. So the neckline of this double top pattern on the 4-hourly actually coincided with this important level of support, which is now resistance because we broke towards the downside. However, guys, unfortunately, I was asleep, so I couldn't catch up with the market, and I missed that trade, but that's fine. As soon as I woke up, I was able to update you guys on the free Telegram channel, so just check it out there. I mentioned a potential bullish scenario as well, and then I mentioned the bearish case too, because it could have been a bull flag, and my trigger order was going to be set at the break of this at the break of the resistance of this, bull flag situation. But of course, we didn't reach to this level at all. And then I should have really set a trigger order towards the downside once we broke this level, but it's all right. There's always opportunity out there in the market every single day. So we keep on moving. Now, the reason why I'm recording this video at the moment is because this candle over here looks like a reversal candle on the 4-hourly time frame. Of course, given that we close it like this, likely, if the price closed just a little bit higher, like at the, like $27,114, then it would be a much nicer reversal hammer candle that could leave put us to a move towards the upside. If I jump to the 1-hourly time frame, of course, it's not looking, too crazy. We could, again, if we close a little bit higher, we could find a double bottom type of situation. But the thing that we really need to watch out for is this 4-hourly time frame candle, which will end in 5 minutes. If you want to trade this candle, we could see a small V-shaped recovery or a little bit of a continuation at this level until we could potentially head lower. I'm not going to be trading at the moment. The way you usually trade hammer candles is you set a position open when the price moves, the next candle's price moves above the opening if it's a bearish hammer candle, and then you put your take profit to the next level where there is resistance, and usually your stop loss would be at the bottom wick of this hammer candle. But I'm not going to be entering this trade personally. You could if you want to. We could see a reversal, and it is a low risk trade, and do that as you wish. Of course, always make sure to do your own research before trading or investing. And the next level of crucial support that I'm looking for Bitcoin is, of course, this $26,600. Now, why are we seeing this break towards the downside? That's a very important discussion. If you guys remember, I was discussing about the interest rates, the US debt ceiling for at least a couple of videos now. It looks like the US could be raising interest rates once again. That's what we got from the Fed minutes meeting. I believe it was last week. That was the summary that we got. And if we look at it over here, if we look at the 25-year chart, right? If we look at the 25-year chart of the US's history and interest rates, we are literally at the level when we were back in 2008, which then, of course, we had a massive recession. And because of this recession, the government was forced to reduce the interest rates so that, at least some of that would disappear. And of course, a couple of years after, we saw the recession effects begin to recover, and then the economy started booming again. Now, once more, we're at these levels in interest rates, so it's pretty scary to think where we could go from this point onwards. Of course, the U.S. debt ceiling issue must be solved, and the deadline for this is June the 5th, so that will be, I believe, on Monday next week. If we don't come to a good conclusion, then this will be terrible for the economy. That's why I've been saying I'm in more of a non-trade zone at the moment and just taking very, very small trades on my personal account and not the $1,000 trading challenge. Because the issue is with the US debt ceiling, if I look at the most recent news, we saw that they're really struggling, the Democrats and the Republicans, coming on a consensus conclusion because, of course, the vote is probably going to go to Congress and they need to be aligned with the terms. Both sides are going to have to sacrifice from things. Like this article from Market Watch is saying that the president of the United States would have to retreat from his crackdown on tax cheats just so McCarthy and the House Republicans would agree to prevent America defaulting on its debt. So that's, a big sacrifice because the U.S. Did hire a lot of IRS agents agents very recently, for example, and this is the term that, for example, they'd have to renegotiate. But the thing is, we have to solve this debt limit issue no matter what. Otherwise, it's going to be very hurtful for the economy. So they need to come to a conclusion whatsoever. If they don't, then yes, we could see Bitcoin tank. And people are saying that, we saw the banking crisis, and the banking crisis led to Bitcoin going towards the upside. But the truth is, if the US defaults on its debt, this never happened on Bitcoin's history. So we don't know how the markets would react to a situation like this. So I'm just in a non-trade zone at the moment. As I said, I'm going to wait for June the 5th to enter a more substantial position and, restart the $1,000 trading account. But it's looking pretty bad. And of course, if the US continues to increase interest rates, as they say that they will potentially do, then of course that is, again, very terrible for the markets. So if I jump into this chart, we could see that, we were forming higher highs and higher lows. And yes, this looks good. But if we zoom in a little bit more, then we could see that on the shorter term, we just formed a lower high, putting us into a bearish trend and also a lower low as well. So the very critical level that we must watch out for, and the level that will decide the fate of Bitcoin, is the 25.8K to the 26.6K range. This range is going to be substantial for Bitcoin's future because it's also the levels where we have the 200 period moving average on the weekly and the EMA ribbon. So if we don't hold this level once again, then this could cause Bitcoin to crash all the way down to the 25.2 and the 24.5K in my opinion. And if we do come back down to these levels, like the 26.6K, I'll update you guys if I will enter into another massive short position on my side. But guys, thank you so much for watching. That is it for today's video. Make sure to leave a like, turn on the notification bell, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. A giveaway is going to be coming very, very soon, so stay tuned for that. It will be awesome. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, guys, and bye-bye.